there, and different kind of things he has done. It's now less than 62, sir?
68 at least.
Now there are 68 laboratories, some of which are legal, some of which are illegal. His task is still going on. If one man can half the number of illegal laboratories, why can't all of us get together and do it? And if you don't know how to do the sting operation, you can always contact him. I'm going to flash his number. You can get, just let us know. Today also we have done sting operation in Aurangabad. Today also we have done it. Very simply, very easily, somebody has lost, actually literally somebody, I am not going to take names here because it's still not been complained and the entire thing is not, but literally somebody has lost blood today. He has donated blood to this cause. But it is possible, it should be done, and when you have these sting operations, when you have video clippings, when you have all this available, it becomes proof which no court, no police can ignore. End of matter. And you can approach any noted writer, somebody from the medical field who is generally writing for the public. I don't know in different states what is the thing, but we have Dr. Purohit from Kolhapur, Dr. Sanjay Roh in Mumbai, who they regularly write in newspapers. Approach them, sensitize them, and they can put articles in the papers which people will read and get educated. And I strongly believe that if we want a strong and a healthier future than what is happening today, we need to educate our residents. All of us neglect, we are busy fighting at an upper level, but what about at the lower level? Residents should be made aware, both clinical as well as pathological residents should be made aware as to what is right, what is wrong, what are the ethics involved, what is the right way to go forward, how you should not give your sign, how you should not be sending samples to XYZ labs. We have to start training them right at the beginning, because once a bad habit develops, it's very difficult to kill that habit. It's so difficult to stop smoking and drinking, isn't it? So all of us, there are medical colleges near where we stay. Approach the HODs, approach the dean, say we need to have a lecture, have a CME in that college. One of the topics is this. Have 2 clinical topics, one of this, and just push it in and talk to them. They're very receptive. I teach, I know my residents, when I tell them of these things, they say, sir, we are very happy that there's something good happening in our system. Because they know what's so bad in the system. They're receptive that, sir, we can do something positive. But we need to talk to them and educate them about this. Social media. All of you who are sitting over here are sitting here because of social media, because the brochure says corporate presentation by Randox. But you all know that we're going to talk because you got it on your emails, you got it on your Facebook, you got it through Twitter, you got it through WhatsApp. So we know the power of social media. Use it to our advantage. You create a group, it's difficult to meet up daily or weekly or monthly. Create a WhatsApp group. Have relevant conversations in a closed WhatsApp group. Create a closed Facebook group where you can discuss matters, whatever is happening, and you can actually do it. Website, you can have your own websites where you can include relevant information, including links to various newspaper articles and court judgments. Facebook pages of individual pathologists can also be updated accordingly. Blogs and tweets if you are interested. Dr. Sachin Kale, you are in the audience. You can always be writing to evoke public reactions. I would strongly suggest, I think some of you, I don't know how many of you have actually gone through the Clinical Establishment Act. It's a very good act for pathologists. Clinicians will oppose it because it's against them. It forces them to take minimum standards. But for pathologists, as a respected and as a responsible part of the medical fraternity, we are already following certain minimum standards. So it's not very difficult for us. The only thing we should stress on when we are talking or when we are discussing the Clinical Establishment Act is to put, and it has to be on paper in the act itself, that the pathologist has to be there in the laboratory and has to be the signing authority over there. So once we have that on paper, nothing can actually stop it. The other thing I would really request all of you all is join the IMA or any other medical bodies, get involved in their routine work, be part of your working committees, sensitize clinicians, and you have to be part of the change. You want them to change, you need to get inside and change the system. It's what Kejriwal is doing, and I think we can take a leaf out of his book, and all of us can actually, do something about it. Anyone from Nasik over here? The Nasik, yeah. So you know what is going on over there. They've done a very good thing. If people don't know, I'd like to sensitize that it's in the past 15 days there's been a hot issue in this thing, that only 26 labs in Nasik are registered with the municipality, and all the others are not registered. So all have been given notice under the Bombay Nursing Home Act. Now the Act is very specific, and this governs all of Maharashtra. I don't know about other states. And the Act is very specific that wherever any medical activity is going on, that has to be registered with the municipal corporation. And when you fill up that form needs a doctor's medical certificate over there. So what these people have done, getting the lab registered is the first step towards taking it to its logical conclusion. Just keep quiet. If you are going to agitate on this, what they are doing is perfect. Get people to register themselves. If somebody wants to register themselves in 10 labs, give their names to 10 labs, 12 labs, fine, give it. Once that person has given it, get it through RTI from the corporation. Once it is on an official paper, you go to the police, you go to the court, you go to anybody, they have to take action. So kudos to you. But I was also talking to Dr. Sanklecha, and this is something we also found, that he said that there are 60 pathologists in Nasik. And through all this high hoopla, media buzz, and through all this frenetic activity, he said, I had only 5 pathologists with me. There is no 6th pathologist. Nobody will come forward. Nobody will call me. Nobody will take my calls. It's as if they don't exist. They're not on this planet. And the benefit of this, what we are doing, will go to everybody. But at least they can say, okay, we can't come forward for XYZ reason, but we are with you. It's important. If somebody goes forward and is, they need your support, your silence is not helping anybody. It's really not helping. So, support those who are doing something actively, not passively. Just by saying, I am not opposing it means I am supporting it is not good enough. So, if we are not going to join hands and do something, it's not going to happen. To summarize, at the end of the day, I think we need to think of this issue as an arranged marriage. It's not a one-night stand. It will take time, but slowly public awareness will force the government's hand into doing what's right if we follow this path. There is a growing sense of awareness as well as frustration in the pathologist community about these issues. However, there is no sense of direction to everyone's efforts. Need of the hour is a unified, multi-pronged approach which should be across the country. We need a body that everyone can look up to, and we need it today. If IAPM is not going to take up our issues, I have no problem saying we will build a new body across the country, and we will fight for our cause. I have no, because tomorrow may be too late. To end, this is a scene from a movie called The Chronicles of Narnia, the first movie, where the entire kingdom of Narnia was covered with snow, desolate, because the evil snow witch had cast a spell on it, and it needed a fighting mouse and a thinking lion to change things in Narnia. Thank you. We put numbers over here.